What is certain is that this seemingly unexplainable mass hysteria continues to spread throughout the heartland, with injuries reported to be in the thousands.
You alright guys, this is ATC, and today I'm bringing you another Black Ops 2 commentary. And before I get the actual topic of this video started, there's two things that I'd just like to quickly go over. And the first one being that I have taken a completely new approach to Call of Duty. After watching one of Apocalypse's videos where he talks about playing Call of Duty not as competitively anymore and just taking it a little bit more lightly and not caring about your win-loss, your KD and how much you die, etc. And basically not focusing on any of those things and just playing the game and just having fun. I've recently started playing the game like this, and to be honest I've been enjoying it a lot more, and I'm kind of getting the lust to play this game a little bit more now because I've been trying different classes and I've just been playing around and, you know, seeing guns and trying other equipment and stuff that I've not really been using in the previous Prestiges in this game. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is Battlefield 3, and whether you guys actually like watching Battlefield 3 gameplay, because I know that a couple of my subscribers do enjoy watching it, but I'm not sure if the majority of you people would like to see more of this, because as I've said in previous videos many times, I really do love playing Battlefield and I really do love doing Battlefield commentaries, but if it's not the videos that you like, then I'm not going to put them out there because it's not going to attract your guys' attention and I'm not going to get the views that you guys usually give me. So this is just a quick question, and it'd be greatly appreciated if you could post in the comment section whether or not you would like to see more Battlefield or you'd just like me to stick to Call of Duty. So that would be greatly appreciated, guys. So now that I've got that out of the way, I'd like to get onto the main topic of this video, and it's something called sleep apnea. Recently I've been going to the hospital and I've been getting different treatments and stuff. Well, not treatments, different tests to see if I've actually got sleep apnea. And my basic understanding of this, and my only understanding, I don't really know too much about it, but it's basically when you're asleep, your breathing pattern and your heart and stuff, it doesn't do what it normally does when normal people are asleep. For example, I could just stop breathing for, say, 5 seconds, and then I'd get out of breath, and then I would wake up, but I wouldn't be awake, if that makes sense. So in other words, it'd wake me up, but I'd still be asleep, but I just wouldn't be resting. And this occurs quite frequently whilst you're asleep, so that stops you from getting a good night's rest, which is why I can sleep forever and ever and ever, and I can get my full 8 hours, or I can get 6 hours, or I can get 12 hours, and no matter how much I sleep, or how correctly I sleep, I always wake up feeling tired and groggy and not in the best of moods. So I went over to my doctors and they said I could have something called sleep apnea. So last night I had to go to the hospital and I had to pick up some equipment that was like some sleep testing equipment. And originally when they told me that I was going to have to get sleep monitored, I thought I was after going to go into this like little experiment centre. I thought I was going to have to go to sleep in a bed circled by people with clipboards, and I was terrified because I'm not the best sleeper as it is, so having to sleep in a room that's extremely unfamiliar with people monitoring me while I'm asleep, that's not going to work out very well. So what they ended up doing was giving me this equipment to take home, and I will be posting a picture at the end of this video of what the equipment looks like that I had to wear, and it was extremely uncomfy, and I couldn't help but think, does this really help? I mean, yeah, it kind of shows them your behaviour, your breathing patterns and your pulse and stuff when you're asleep, but you can't properly get to sleep whilst actually wearing it. And as you'll see at the end, it looks extremely uncomfortable. I had like 2 pipes in my nose, and I had these things strapped around my chest and around my stomach, and I had these like clips on my fingers. I found it incredibly difficult to sleep. What they do is, when you go into the actual hospital, they ask you what time you go to bed and what time you usually wake up. I don't go to bed until usually around like 3 a.m. Unless I've got college or work the next day, then I'll maybe go at about 1 a.m. which is really stupid. Like I said before, I'm not a very good sleeper. So I said about 1 o'clock. So they put the timer in at 1 o'clock, and then they said, what time do you want to wake up? So I said, if I have to bring the equipment back by 10 o'clock in the morning, I'd say I'd get up at about 9 o'clock. So they programmed it into this like little machine thing that I had strapped to me that looked like a bomb vest. And then I got into bed at about 12:30 on the night, and I was laid there, and I was just so uncomfy. It was ridiculous. And then I didn't get to sleep until maybe 1:30 in the morning. So at this point, well, about 1:30, 2 o'clock. So by this time, it would have recorded about half an hour to an hour of my breathing patterns and stuff when I was awake, which is obviously going to be different from when I'm asleep. And I woke up and I had pulled the pipes from my nose whilst I was asleep. So I had like some like scratches on my face where I was like pulling them off. And I do not remember doing this. So I have no clue what time I actually did this. The clip from my finger was removed, So that's gonna muck it up greatly, obviously. Unless I removed it like an hour early, then they could at least monitor my sleep for an extended period of time. But I'm really worried because I'm afraid that they're gonna make me do it again, and it was awful. It was like the worst experience ever. I know it sounds really faggy, but like I say, I'm not a really easy sleeper as it is. It takes me forever to get to sleep, and it takes me forever to wake up. And when I do wake up, I still feel tired, no matter how many hours sleep I've had. Really scared about them doing this test again because it was awful. I mean, imagine being laid there, you can't lay on your side because you've got these like PAX things strapped to you, and then you've got these pipes going across the side of your face and into your nose, so it's like constantly moving about, and the sellotapes onto your face. And you've got clips on your fingers that cut your circulation, because the people that do know me know that I'm quite tall. I'm about 6'3", 6'4". I've got quite chunky hands, so the little clip that they put on my finger was like proper tight on my finger, and I woke up and my finger was like completely numb. I thought it was going to drop off or something. Yeah, that's just basically a little story that I felt like I had to tell you guys. And at the end of the video, I'll post a picture up of what I actually had to wear. And yeah, that's basically it for the video. Hope you enjoyed watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all soon.